The temperature of the water tells the fish when to give birth or when not to. And now the fish are not spawning. Some fish spawn year-round now because the jellyfish wait for only 2 days out of the year for the temperatures to be warm. And when the jellyfish know it is this warm, they give birth to thousands of babies. And now the water stays this temperature always. Now the whole seas, the Chinese seas, only have jellyfish. There are no fish left. 2 degrees allow bugs and insects to live in the north where the Arctic animals live, and now these animals have never had insects, and now the insects are there, and they're killing thousands and thousands of all of the caribou, and the polar bears are dying. It's killing many. We are the only living species on Mother Earth that create trash. And there is a mass of trash that is of plastic, larger than the size of Texas, sitting in the Atlantic Ocean. And something more serious is the Gulf of Mexico's oil spill. It is much worse than anyone is speaking about. It only takes 30 days of oil to spill to kill the entire Gulf, and it spilt well over 90 days. The entire Gulf of Mexico is dead. All life is dead in the Gulf of Mexico. Even the oxygen is dead in the water. All of the sea turtles spawn and give birth in the Gulf of Mexico. And they are all dying. The oil moves faster than the whales can swim. 90% of all big fish are gone. It is not just the Gulf of Mexico's problem, but the Gulf Stream flows through the Gulf and comes straight to Europe, and it is full of oil. Underneath where it spilled is a chamber larger than Mount Everest, full of oil and toxic gas that is large enough to split North America in two. Even if the smallest amount of gas leaks out, it will kill life in 20 miles inward of land automatically. And that's just if the smallest amount leaks out. We have done damage that we have no answers for. All of the science in the entire world does not have an answer to fix this. We have all but killed our Mother Earth, and yet she still keeps giving us our every breath, every drink of water we have ever swallowed, every meal we have ever eaten, because she loves us. We must have a relationship with our Mother Earth. She is your mother. It is a universal law that Mother Earth is sacred to all beings. And it is a universal law that Mother Earth will go on, but that humanity will be removed before we kill her. And so now we realize how important the next couple of years are. The poles are already shifting. She will be reborn. But if we wish to go with her, we must start living from the heart. The more loving you are, the more intelligent you become. It is our only chance. This is not a story. This is really happening. This is real. So many of us are going throughout our days not even being aware of what is happening. But this is happening. Instead of living in fear, what the grandfathers are telling us is to start living from the heart, because the more loving you are, the more intelligent you become. If we start being love, we get the answers of how to save our planet, and then we get to stay. If we do not, our children will not have a future. This really is our situation. Right now, we have no answers on how to heal the wounds on Mother Earth. But we can get the answers if we start living from our hearts and not our brains. And it is not another generation of people that were chose to be here on this planet now. You were chose, because it is said that we are the strongest of strong souls ever to be on planet Earth. Each and every one of us were born to a world with man-made rules and man-made religion And now we must say we want more. There is more. The only way we change ourselves and save ourselves is if we remember who we are. We were taught that God is something disconnected from us. We were taught by religion that we are sinful and bad people, and that we have to deserve heaven. But I am to tell you something today that you should never forget. You are God. Your soul is God. You are not separate from God. Every single one of you have a great I am that is God. Your soul, your great I am, is part of Great Spirit. God is not a man and God is not a woman. God is knowing. God is everything. God is light and love in all creation. God made your soul, and your soul lives in you. You are God. Every single one of us have a great I am. And it was your great I am that decided to send you here. You chose to come. Ask yourselves, why did I choose to come? Your great I am is in charge of you down here. You decided to send a spark of you here to planet Earth. And every experience you have, every interaction with another person or plant or animal is an experience your great I am is handing you. And so there are no mistakes and there is no sin. You are here to learn. Earth life is a school. Everything that you experience every day, whether it looks good or bad, is a learning experience. And you can learn and grow from every experience, whether it looks good or bad, hard or easy. So truly understand who you are. You are God and Goddess. So if I am God and Goddess on my own journey, given to me by my own great I am, for my greatest learning, then you cannot judge another human being, and no one can judge you. You are perfect. All life is about learning and growth. You might not like the choices your neighbor is making, but they are learning the exact lessons they need to learn. And in knowing this, you become free. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you, and we have no right to judge anyone else. We are all on our separate journeys, learning and experiencing and growing. My grandfathers told me one day, it is none of your business what other people think of you. And they were absolutely right. Do you know that your status in your community does not matter? How much money you make does not matter. This is all made by ego. And living from ego is the wrong way to live. Only ego separates you from God, because man-made religion taught us that we are separate from God, and leaders of religion took your power away from you. Religion takes the power away from the individual, separates you from God, takes the power away from your earthly life and even your afterlife. Do not give them your power anymore. No one has the right to tell you whether you are worthy of God or not. You are powerful co-creators of your existence. We are being asked to stop living from the mind and the ego and to start living from the heart once again. The biggest wound on planet Earth for all of humanity is we do not love ourselves. Who are you really? And do you love that person? It is the biggest wound on planet Earth. If you have no one else to reflect on you that you are lovable, likable, or worthy, do you still believe you are lovable and worthy? But our wounds do not make us ugly, they make us strong. And we've all done things that we think are a mistake, but we have to stop looking at it as a mistake and look at it as this was a learning opportunity.